We thought we had a larger room, but things happen.
Use somebody else's chair. I can lean against the wall.
Right. So first I would like to thank everyone for coming out. And I want to there's a seat here. This is a very serious, very volatile issue. People have very strong feelings regarding it. So I'm gonna put some ground rules together, and something that always reminds me to do. What we do at the Urban Public Policy Roundtable, as the regulars know, we try to be civil. We want to be thoughtful of other people's opinions, if we agree or not. So what we want to do is ensure that everyone has an opportunity to express themselves fully. Please, no speeches, questions by all means, and comments is fine. Please do not interrupt someone else from speaking if you disagree. Everyone will get a turn. Sorry. We're going to have discourse indeed, but it's going to be civil. So that'll be the ground rules that we would assume that we have consensus and everyone agree to, and we'll get started. My name is Dwayne Wyatt. I'm with the Urban Public Policy Roundtable. Our usual guest, Dr. Earl Ofari Hutchinson, as you very well know, is broadcasting now on Pacifica Radio. We thought that he would be broadcasting from Lucy Florence, and I thought he'd be downstairs, but I guess logistically that wasn't able to be the case today. But I'm sure Earl will be. We'll figure these things out. But certainly I want to thank you for coming. And I want to thank our chief, Baca, for gracing us with his presence and sharing. He's willing to come out. We want to certainly thank our activist, Ted Hayes, for sharing, willing to come and serve on our panel. And certainly want to thank you. So why don't we get started by letting our chief and letting our sheriff and give basically an opening statement, letting our guests give an opening statement, and then we'll entertain questions.
Can you do it another way, if you don't mind?
No, by all means.
Okay, let me kind of go back to dressing the table so we can have the framework for what we're discussing today. And then we'll have Sheriff come on, and we'll have David Hernandez come on.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't know Mr. Hernandez would be here in the early attempt. David Hernandez, Dwayne Wyatt, you are?
I've been a community advocate for about 20 years.
A community advocate? David Hernandez. Thank you very much. Welcome.
There are a lot of things affecting all of us in this community, and one of the things that I would like to see us do ultimately is resolve some of the issues, particularly around this issue of illegal immigration and the effect it's having on black folks. And we sought out Sheriff Baca when he wrote an article several months ago, the tension between gangs, black gangs, Hispanic gangs. And Chief Bratton, the LAPD, was saying that this is not race motivated. Sheriff Baca said, respectfully, I beg to differ. There is a race-based motivation going on. And in the article, he went on to cite that one of the things that's creating this tension, this overall tension, to be clear, is the fact that the sudden population growth and demographic change all through the focus once the black communities. And obviously Hispanic, Latinos come south of the border. Of course, there's other people coming here, but it's predominantly Mexican. And so we want to address this. We want to find answers to this. The sheriff can give you some facts. A lot of black folks are concerned that if they speak out about what's happening to us in the community, that we will be considered racist towards Hispanic, Latino, Mexican people, or be anti-immigrants. And black people, especially us, of all people, we do want to be considered as racist. I mean, that's the last thing we want on our plate. So we would rather keep our mouths shut. And also there's fear that more violence will occur in prison and in the streets. And it may blow into a situation that we cannot control. So we approached Sheriff Baca with all this, and David Hernandez has been involved in a lot of things, marches and demonstrations that we've been having, and he has some viewpoints, being of Hispanic, Latino descent, Mexican descent, U.S. citizen, and I thought that if these guys could open up first, we discuss this aspect, that we could remove some of the fear that we have about discussing this subject, how it is affecting us. For example, anchor security issues, where if a woman comes here and has a baby, that baby becomes a citizen. Well, we know that's the 14th Amendment, Section 1. That's our national birthright. And if things continue in 2010, when the anchor security children who are 16 and 17 years old become 18, that's a huge voting block. And then the 14 and 15-year-olds come 2012, even though we have the 15th Amendment right to vote, as a demographic, our vote will no longer matter. And then our citizenship will be questioned. Because as it is, there's certain areas that we cannot go in without being attacked or killed. And I think Sheriff will speak to this as well, and David too. So there's a lot of things here that we need to look at, black folks, a lot of things that we are responsible for, I believe, as black folks. It ain't all the illegal immigrants. It's some stuff that we need to correct within ourselves that we have failed to do. And I hope that we can get into some of that discussion and what it is that we can do. And one final point I want to bring out is at the end I'm going to give everybody a flyer. It talks about the Obama reparations petition now. Once you take a look at that, we're going to have a big procession on March the 8th. It's not a protest. It's just asking Mr. Obama to take care of the unfinished business of the civil rights struggle and to cash that check that came back to us 45 years ago, marked insufficient funds. And it's time that we start paying attention to us.